I've been here for the past 25 years, which is quite a long period of time. And I started, as a trainee from the college, but then, I like the environment, so I joined the company afterwards straight away. I've been moving from one department to the other within the HR department, so moving from recruitment to a bit of a training, the administration side, and then now I am handling the whole department. Throughout my journey with the organization, from 1998, with the old shop, just downstairs, up till the time, that we moved to Terminal 1, which is Sheikh Rashid Terminal in the year 2000. Then after that, opening of Terminal 2, moving to the Terminal 3, and then, opening CB, CA, and then opening, of CD, EMEA. All these jumps were not easy for the organization. However, what I can see, that throughout the journey, that we did an excellent job. We've been very organized, very systematic with all the expansions, staffing, merchandise, moving from one location to the other while operation is still going on. We never stopped because we're moving from one place to the other. This is what makes the organization really strong, I would say. The number pre-pandemic was around 6,000 employees. With that number, is to stop operation and then, just try and reduce the number. It was a very sad time for all of us. At that time, we reduced the employees by 2,500. And then when we resumed back, we brought back, around 1,800 employees. The current number of staff is 5,090. And then our aim this year is to bring 1,100 employees. I never felt that I am in an organization where it is, just working with rules and regulations. We are a people organization. With that culture, people really feel the care that the organization always provides to them. Either it is, with personal issues or, even, caring, about them during their employment with the organization, their medical issues, and then their issues in the shop floor with the customers sometimes. We are a very, people-centric organization, which is, interesting, and it makes people really loyal to the organization. And then the total number of turnover, in the organization is about 2.6%, which is not even comparing, to the international standard, which is 10%. This shows a clear, loyalty of people, and then the comfort feeling that they have, establishing and working in a career like Dubai Duty Free. When I joined the company as a trainee, it was a very new experience. Everybody think that, duty free is an airport. It's totally different. The retail atmosphere, it was not that, I would say, famous when it comes to a career. So it was an interesting experience, joining a company with a retail background. Then, expanding this to the international standard, meeting with different people, and then looking at retail with a travel touch. So this is called the travel retail environment that all of us are part of at this moment in time. It's a very interesting, career because, you are dealing with different people. We are like in our own planet, working with passengers with different behaviors, trying to serve them the way they want with the fast, action possible so they can catch their flights. I would say our department is not a recruitment department. We are a strategy department. Our involvement is not only to just bring people, it's actually to analyze whom are the people that are passing by Dubai Airport and understanding the passenger segmentation. With those, information and then, analyzing all this, it leads us, to the required number of people, number one, and to the nationalities that we need to hire in order for us to provide the passengers with the comfort while shopping. There are some nationalities that always prefer, to talk their own language. So that's why it's important for us to identify those important elements in order for us to provide, a luxury experience with a comfort. So throughout my journey with the company, this is what I've been doing. This year, our target is to bring back Chinese. So we are traveling to China to bring more Chinese staff. We're going to Russia as well to bring Russian staff because the Russian passengers have increased recently. In addition to Arabic speakers, there are some new destinations that we visited this year, like for example, Kazakhstan. It was our first trip also to Moscow. And then, we definitely, in addition to all this, try to increase the number of nationalities that we have in the organization. Currently, the number is 51, but then our aim is to increase it this year as well. Emiratization is one of the core, objectives of the organization. Definitely, Emiratis have to be in the key positions in the organization. When I started in the company, there were, about 3 people, in the organization, working as Emiratis. But then the number now have increased, and all people who start, like me as a graduate trainee, or even people that are working in the sales area, we do creative plans for them, to progress within the organization. I have people who started, with a very junior level, and currently they are in a management level. The real Emiratization is to train people, teach them the environment of the organization, and keep them. This is, what we want to do. We want people to understand what is retail. We want people to engage with travel retail. It is important, to do this for them. We will continue, our journey to improve the standard of the nationalities and the quality of people that we are hiring. This is important. And what is important as well is to definitely involve technology in all this. Less paperwork, just supporting sustainability, which is important. And then having lots of engagement activities, which is important also for us. We want people to feel like they are at home. So that's why we have lots of sports activities that we involved our staff with. We just, finished with our bowling tournament, which was, one of the activities that stayed with the company for a very long time. The involvement of the staff was really huge. We have the Olympics. We are planning also to involve, more of the stakeholders in the airport, to have a further, relationship with them when it comes, to activities. In addition to this, what we are doing for the employees is we provide them with lots of trainings. We have an open library of different courses for them in order for them, to just enhance their skills and experience. There are some, I would say some voluntary courses that they can take, and there are, some important courses, as part of their competencies. You can see that, the interest of people to go for the voluntary courses are really huge. Our database keeps on increasing when it comes, to the participants, which is really good. It shows, how people are interested, to know more and to learn more and to progress within the organization. Our company is about, promoting from within. So with that, policy that we have, people know that there is a chance for them to grow. And that's why they enhance their experience and knowledge themselves, even without our involvement. Yes, we do provide the materials for them. We do ask them to go for some courses ourselves, but they're doing it themselves voluntarily, in order for them to be ready for the next role. I'm very optimistic. I think, Dubai Duty Free is going to become far more successful. We already raised a couple of plans, for the future. We discussed this with the management. We are, at the execution phase, of really, put the steps all together with the other team members, reviewing those plans, and then, definitely in the next couple of years, it's going to come to reality. It's very interesting, to see how behavior keeps on changing when it comes to buying. And then that's why we are always, studying those behaviors in order for us to ensure that the selling experience that people will have in the shop floor will always be fantastic for them. Memorable experiences within Dubai Duty Free is important. So that's why we always keep all these things in mind, and the future is going to be bright.